Well, there have been rumblings of a potential split between Julio Jones and the Atlanta Falcons for months, but last Monday, Fox Sports' Shannon Sharpe called Jones while on air and asked if he'd like to be traded to the Dallas Cowboys or remain in Atlanta. Jones responded, "I'm out of there, man." And when he asked where he wanted to be traded, Jones said, "Right now, I just want to win." Important side note, it's unclear whether Jones was aware that he was on live television, so let's break this down a little bit further and welcome in our Jason La Canfora. So JLC, Julio Jones' request and response indicates that he is ready for a fresh start. That's clear. So do you see him having a future with the Falcons? And if not, what are some potential landing spots?
Well, yeah, no, there's no future with the Falcons. They want that $15.3 million, and even to some degree, more importantly, they need the salary cap savings that dealing him after June 1st could provide, because they have run that thing into the ground and they don't have the wherewithal to sign their draft picks and the maneuverability you need from a cap standpoint to guide your way through a full NFL season. And he's been deemed the salary to move. They've been trying to agree to terms on a trade for months. And I expect something to happen this week, although I don't think it'll be for anything close to the Boffo return some are suggesting. But Julio's known this is in the cards since before the draft. It's just a matter of them facilitating a trade that the league, other teams are looking at as frankly a salary dump and not a full value football trade. It's a 32-year-old player coming off a season in which he played only 9 games, and the only team he's ever played for has made it clear we can't pay him. So that is not a high leverage game for the Falcons to be playing, despite whatever he's done in the past. I think you keep coming back to the same teams we've been talking about for weeks now. The Titans, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Patriots. I never rule out the Eagles from things like this. And it's not a super robust market. And again, these teams are not loaded up with owners who are dying to pay $15 million. So there's issues of salary, there's issues of trade compensation. But everybody knows the Falcons need to start recouping the cap savings, and they need to start doing it this month.
Yeah, and Jones has made it pretty clear he doesn't want to be there any further. All right, well, it wouldn't be an NFL segment if we didn't talk about Mr. Aaron Rodgers. The saga continues, but we're at a very important date here. Explain what June 1st means for Rodgers and the Packers.
Well, I mean, look, June 1st, from a cap saving standpoint, if they trade him after June 1st, just like Julio Jones, you can prorate those savings over multiple years. The cap hit, that would be accelerated by the trade, and therefore you're not incurring such a $40 million wrath against your cap. But the reality is that's an artificial date. We're on Aaron Rodgers' timeline now. He has his foot on the neck of Mark Murphy and Brian Gutekunst and Russ Ball and everybody in that front office. And maybe before the season or before training camp, he'll decide to take his foot off their neck, take whatever Band-Aid deal they have on the table, play there for one more year and play it out. Or maybe he won't. But the reality was he's never going to be there for OTAs. I don't think he's going to be there for mandatory minicamp. And then we'll find out July 27th or around then, which is the reporting date for teams this year, how stuck in Aaron Rodgers is. And I don't know that Aaron Rodgers himself knows that yet, because he's not there. He's not sitting home while everybody else is playing football. This stuff going on right now in Green Bay with, shells and shorts and, fake 7-on-7 drills, that's not football. So we're still a few months away, I think, from having real clarity about how stuck in Aaron Rodgers is. His people close to him who I talk to say he's very stuck in. Time will tell.
We got some more potential quarterback movement. Last season, the Chicago Bears sent a 4th-round pick to Jacksonville in return for Nick Foles. It was a disappointing season for Foles, and now rumors are swirling where he's going to end up next. What about New York? The Jets? JLC, what are your thoughts?
Maybe. I don't really think, Jenny, that anybody's real interested in that contract right now. I understand that Joe Douglas, the GM there, was a part of the Eagles organization when they won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. But they're all about giving every rep they can to Zach Wilson. And I think if they were interested in taking on a quarterback who makes that kind of money, the deal probably would have happened already. And even if the Bears are willing to eat money to facilitate a trade, I just don't think Nick Foles moves the needle one way or the other. I don't really think there's a Nick Foles market. I think the Bears are trying to create one. That's not to say he won't be gone, because he's clearly the odd man out in Chicago. But that was a brutal contract that a lot of people in the league were shocked that the Bears took off of the Jags' hands a year ago. Passing that on a year later will be tough. My dogs, by the way, are totally stuck in, Copper and Gigi. There must be someone at the door delivering something. So I apologize for that. They're very vigilant.
Where did the dog names come from? Copper and Gigi?
Well, they're both rescues, so we just rolled with what they already were called.
I love that. Thank you so much, JLC. Thank you for rescuing dogs, and thank you for joining us here on CBS Sports HQ.
You got it. Go Nick Foles.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.